Kyra Lewis Jr. Was it the right pick by the New Orleans Pelicans? What's going on, guys? Welcome in to Clutch People TV. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night. And today I'm going to be talking about Kyra Lewis Jr. as he was taken in the lottery with the 13th pick in the 2020 NBA draft. And when I saw the Pelicans make this pick, I was kind of surprised. But you could also say he was the best player on the board. You could say him. You could say Aaron Naismith. Talent-wise, I guess you could say Aleksej Pokusevski from overseas. If you did not know, we played the same division of competition. Giannis did overseas as well. I'm not saying he's Giannis, but he's freakishly talented. He was just so raw and not NBA ready. But who knows? He looked like he was balling out in the preseason, and he has just so many moves in his arsenal. It's insane watching him play, especially at his height. But yeah, they went on to take Kyra Lewis Jr., the Alabama point guard. He was great at Alabama, if I'm being real. Did he have flaws in his game? Yes. But he still went on to average double digits in points of 18 points per game. He even shot 36% from downtown. He was known for having this just freakish speed downhill. I'm not going to say like freakish hops like a Zion or Russell Westbrook, but he's so fast. He has this blaze of speed. Maybe you could say De'Aaron Fox level speed, and I just know entering the NBA, pure speed, he's one of the top guards when it comes to speed in the NBA. But it's like Dennis Smith Jr. Does he know how to play the point guard position? He has all this athleticism, he has all this talent, but does he have the basketball IQ? Does he know how to play the point guard position? In his division, he led like his division in turnovers. He was not really smart with the basketball. He would jump on passes, and if you didn't know, jumping on passes is not great, especially if your guy's not open anymore. It could lead to a turnover or an up and down, and they're going to call a travel on you. But Kyra has this talent. It all comes down to his basketball IQ. And the situation he was put in, I thought Aaron Naismith would have been the right pick by the New Orleans Pelicans because they desperately needed some shooting. Yes, you could say Brandon Ingram's a good shooter. Lonzo Ball's gone better. Josh Hart off the bench. But you could never have enough shooting. And Aaron Naismith shot 50% from three coming out of Vanderbilt. Yes, he had a smaller sample size, but it was on good volume as well. That was the crazy thing. He just had limitless range. He had pure confidence. And when they took a guard, I was surprised. I was like, they have Lonzo. They got Eric Bledsoe in that trade as well. Drew Holiday going to the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll see how that works out. But Lonzo, yes, they didn't extend him or anything like that, so he will be a free agent this offseason. And Lonzo Ball looks like he's balling. It's only a couple games in, but I'm not even lying. I'm going to pull up a shot or screenshot or a video of what Lonzo's shot looks like right now. You can't tell me, I'm not saying it's Curry level, but his mechanics look so much better from rookie year to now. It looks absolutely insane. It looks way more fluid. And Lonzo's a guy that plays good defense. He's good at getting out in transition. He's one of the best pure passers of the basketball. But yeah, when they took Kyra, I was really confused. I guess they weren't big believers in Lonzo. They weren't big believers in Eric Bledsoe moving forward. Not a part of the timeline. Not great in the playoffs. I don't like his shot selection. So I was like, they probably just went best player available. But now there's reports that Kyra might be going to the G League. And I'm going to get back to the Dennis Smith Jr. point. A lot of people were in love with Dennis Smith Jr. coming out of NC State. He was solid from downtown. He was a really good athlete. High flying wise, that's not Kyra Lewis Jr., but he has the speed of Dennis Smith Jr. coming out. Dennis Smith Jr. is kind of his speed's kind of falling off due to some back injuries, and he's had some injury concerns in his NBA career. But it all comes down to, do they have the basketball IQ to be a good point guard in the NBA? Kyra Lewis Jr. does not have good decision making. There's a reason he led his division or conference in turnovers. His shot selection, just not having the best of quality shots. He works downhill, but at the end of the day, that's going to be cut off and shut off in the NBA due to scouting reports and that type of thing, because they're going to see one thing. They're good at working downhill, but they're not comfortable on a consistent basis off the dribble. And there's certain things in his game he definitely needs to brush up on. But it all comes down to the basketball IQ. I think Tyrese Halliburton, at worst, he's going to be a very solid role player because he's so smart. His ability to see things before they happen. This man is literally just a brainiac ever since high school passing the basketball. Yes, you could have the abilities, you could have the talent, but if you don't put it all together and you don't have a smart brand of basketball, it means absolutely nothing. And he might be headed to the G League, which I don't think that's a bad idea, because he does need to work on some things and get his confidence up. I think he has the confidence, but he's not going to get action in the NBA. That's why I think they should go on to send him to the G League, and there's reports coming out about that. But what are they going to do with Kyra if Lonzo balls out? What are they going to do if Eric Bledsoe balls out? Maybe they hold on to Kyra because Eric Bledsoe's not a part of the future, but then they'll have to sign Lonzo, and that'll just be a waste of pick of Kyra Lewis Jr. Maybe they should have went on to take Aaron Naismith. I watched one preseason game against the 76ers. He was not great, but He didn't get a lot of action, and his shot selection was not great. But let me know down below your thoughts and analysis. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, you.